Spirits of heaven, yes, a guy, my father, do not desert me in this fateful hour.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the roles that were severely miscast, sometimes even when the right choice for the role was obvious.
You know, I really don't remember you being this opinionated.
Number 10, Jared Leto, Suicide Squad.
We finally meet.
He don't shake hands. Let's sit down and have a drink.
For months, it seemed like any actor in Hollywood was up for the role of yet another edgy, deeply unhinged Joker in the DC Extended Universe. Ryan Gosling was an early choice, but unfortunately, he reportedly declined due to the multi-film commitment the role would require. Once Jared Leto was chosen, the endless media cycle about how wild and uninhibited his take on the Joker would be, along with his bizarre method acting gimmicks, didn't bode well.
Karen, his laugh really bothered you.
Yeah, well, whenever I met Jared, he never broke character. So I would say, "Hi, I'm Karen Fukuhara. Nice to meet you. I'm Katana." And then he would come at me with, "Hi, pretty."
The performance is weird and explosive without any of the substance brought by performers before him. Ultimately, potential fans were turned off by Leto's self-important approach to what turned out to be a brief stint.
I've got some grape soda on ice and a bearskin rug waiting.
Yeah?
Boss, we got a problem!
Number 9, Jesse Eisenberg, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice.
They need to see the fraud you are. With their eyes. The blood on your hands.
What have you done?
Lex Luthor works best when he's played by actors like Gene Hackman because he is cool under pressure and secure in his power. It's what makes him dangerous. In Batman v Superman, the characterization of Superman's arch-nemesis is informed by the character's traumatic past. Unfortunately, this weirdly serious approach sees Jesse Eisenberg playing up the character's villainy through frantic, pressured speech, bizarre inflections, and childlike playfulness. All he does, though, is recall better performances.
If you kill me, Martha dies. And if you fly away, Martha also dies. But if you kill the bat, Martha lives.
More than one critic unfavorably compared Eisenberg to Heath Ledger's Joker. Eisenberg is a really good actor, but he's much more suited to characters in naturalistic settings than he is to the exaggerated worlds of superhero movies.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Number 8, Tom Holland, Uncharted.
You shouldn't come out to play with the big boys, Ian, because you're about to get a proper Scottish welcome.
I'm sorry?
Development on this video game adaptation took over a decade. Castle actor Nathan Fillion lobbied for the starring role. Many fans of the games thought he would make the perfect Nathan Drake. When the movie finally made it to the theaters in 2022, Tom Holland played an aged-down version of Drake.
We're looking for a tree.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's your expert analysis?
Well, you just gave me the book like an hour ago. What am I supposed to do?
Fans were disheartened by the performance. Holland is talented and charismatic, but his youthfulness and innocence just don't square with the mercenary character. Fans were even less impressed with Mark Wahlberg's casting as his mentor Sully. Fillion's enthusiasm, maturity, and ability to play complex heroes should have made him a shoo-in.
If I ever kill you, you'll be awake. You'll be facing me, and you'll be armed.
Are you always this sentimental?
Had a good day.
Number 7, Zoe Saldana, Nina.
You're different. You're just different.
I'm not different.
Yes, you are.
I'm not different. You think I'm different? Do I look different to you? I am me.
Portraying the complex, volatile, and singular Nina Simone was always going to require a performer with an exceptional gift. Replacing Mary J. Blige, Zoe Saldana's casting raised some red flags immediately. Simone's own daughter questioned the casting of a woman who looked nothing like her mother, a woman whose physical features were a significant part of her identity.
I'm gonna keep my chin up because that's who I am and that's who I'll be. And Nina was like that too, so I did it all out of love.
Saldana had to use controversial skin darkening techniques to achieve the look, which is uncanny at best. Saldana, who identifies as Afro-Latina, later admitted regretting her role in the film. The movie's 2% rating on Rotten Tomatoes says it all.
Give me my money.
Jesus Christ, Nina!
Tell them to give me my money. Tell him to give me my money!
Number 6. Tom Cruise, Jack Reacher.
You think I'm a hero? I am not a hero. I'm a drifter with nothing to lose.
In the novels by Lee Child, the ex-army specialist is over 6 feet and burly. Tom Cruise is many things. Over 6 feet and burly, he is not. Despite his success with the Mission Impossible series, Cruise's star persona wasn't enough to bring the character to life. Author Child defended Cruise's casting at the time. He later sided with fans saying Jack Reacher's size is an essential component of the character that shouldn't have been compromised.
A huge, physically intimidating man. And the readers felt that Tom was not really communicating that. And so, like I say, my loyalty has to be, even though I love Tom as an actor and as a person, my loyalty ultimately has to be with the reader.
Amazon Prime's TV adaptation of the novels found its Jack Reacher in Alan Ritchson, who is a much better physical match.
I got it. You guys recycle?
Number 5. Sophia Coppola, The Godfather Part 3.
Who's your father?
I'll give you a hint. He's Italian.
While making this long-awaited follow-up to his 2 masterpieces, director Francis Ford Coppola was in a bind. His original, better choice for the role of Al Pacino's doomed daughter, Winona Ryder, has to drop out. With little time to secure another performer, he cast his own daughter.
What is this really for? Why are you doing this? Why am I doing this?
Sophia Coppola's simplistic and somewhat dreamy performance immediately became a target for derision. Though she's a genius in her own right behind the camera, it's clear she was never meant to be a movie star. She and her father were lambasted for her casting. Whether it was sheer nepotism or a misguided attempt to solve a last-minute problem, it's pretty safe to assume Ryder would have turned in a better, more complex performance.
Who understands anybody, really? Who wants to? It's hard enough trying to understand yourself, you know. We just don't fit.
Number 4. Gal Gadot, Snow White.
I'm sure you think you got this licked, Your Majesty, but trust me, you'd know what you're up against.
The person to blame for the failure of the live-action Disney remake changes depending on who you ask, but only Gal Gadot and her acting skills have become a literal meme unto themselves. Her stilted and lifeless line readings in movies like Death on the Nile routinely make waves on social media, but as the evil queen, she seems particularly at sea.
Are you against me too? Are you? Yes or no?
This is a role any actress should want to sink her teeth into. Charlize Theron played a version of her to great effect in 2012's Snow White and the Huntsman. Gadot's vacant performance doesn't convey villainy, power, or any sense of dramatic skill.
You let me down, 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 down. In the dungeon you stay.
Number 3. Keanu Reeves, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
This is a great opportunity for you, Harker. But you'll have to leave Transylvania immediately. Opportunities such as this come but once in a lifetime.
Yes, of course, sir.
If only he weren't such a great guy. Director Francis Ford Coppola said he refrained from giving Keanu Reeves criticism on set because he liked him too much. Unfortunately, he's just too contemporary for any story that takes place before the 20th century. In Bram Stoker's Dracula, he plays real estate agent Jonathan Harker, the Englishman who ends up a prisoner in the Transylvania Count's castle.
I think strange things which I dare not confess to my own soul. Count. The way he looked at Mina's picture fills me with dread, as if I have a part to play in a story that is not known to me.
His British accent is flimsy, and his modern speech patterns constantly feel like an anachronism. Coppola cast him because he was a matinee idol, but another handsome leading man like River Phoenix or even Johnny Depp might have been a better choice here.
Are you questioning my decision?
No, sir.
Seem to want to know why.
Number 2, Ben Platt, Dear Evan Hansen.
Today, all you have to do is just be yourself. But also confident. That's important.
He won rave reviews and a Tony Award for originating the role of troubled teen Evan Hansen on Broadway, but Ben Platt never should have reprised his role on screen. With close-ups and the curious decision to give the character a hairdo that aged him up further, it was apparent the 27-year-old was miscast in the role that once made him a star. It also didn't escape the notice of fans that his father, Mark Platt, served as a producer on the film.
There wasn't really any question on anyone actually connected to the piece or who was actually a part of the film. There was never any kind of discussion that it wouldn't be me.
Several other actors have played the role on stage since Platt vacated the role. One of them, Andrew Barth Feldman, has even gone on to have a successful film career of his own. He would have made a more convincing high schooler.
And when you're broken on the ground, you will be found.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Cameron Diaz, Gangs of New York. She's a great actress, but she's out of place in turn of the century New York.
You look stunned and poorly, sir.
Quite a pair of conversationists, aren't you?
Russell Crowe, Les Miserables. He's not exactly a music man.
And must I now begin to doubt? Who never doubted all these years?
Emma Watson, Beauty and the Beast. With this much alleged auto-tuning, it would have been better to cast a singer in the role.
And for once it might be grand to have someone understand.
John Wayne, the Conqueror. The Western star is dismal and bizarre as the Mongolian warlord Genghis Khan.
There are moments for wisdom, Jamuga, then I listen to you. And there are moments for action, then I listen to my blood.
Ezra Miller, DC Extended Universe. Fans wanted Grant Gustin to reprise his TV role after Miller's various controversies.
I just can't believe I'm a superhero who time travels, No. You are not anything.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Scarlett Johansson, Ghost in the Shell.
Everyone around me seems to fit. They seem connected to something I'm not.
Adapted from the manga, this cyberpunk action thriller could have spawned a whole new franchise. Scarlett Johansson was probably cast due to her bankability, but the makers failed to consider one big problem. Her character is a Japanese icon, leading to accusations of whitewashing. This drew outrage from many who felt that a Japanese actor should have been hired instead.
What's your name? Uramaki told me you had a name from before.
This was a fumble on every front. It's hard to imagine the creatives behind the film didn't see this coming, and the film's ending twist did more to hurt them than help quell any lingering resentments about her casting.
You're disappointed. No, I'm worried. You're not invulnerable.
What's a role that you'd recast if you could? Tell us in the comments.
Do I love the actress who's playing her? I love that actress. Is this necessarily the role that I would have chosen? No.